vector V is perpendicular to both I plus j and I plus j minus k, then vector V is equal to, quickly, how will you find that? How will you find it? How will you find that? Good, 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 good. Do that, do. Very good, very good, very good, very good, very good, very good. So in front of I, you will be like minus I, right? Minus j will be like minus 1, and k will be like 1 minus 1. Good. Minus I plus j. Very good. Easy. If a dot b is root 3 times magnitude of a cross b, then angle between a and b is equal to, quickly, this is an exam question. 60 degree nahi beta, 30 degree. Ganesh. Okay. Got it, 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 got it. Very good, very good, very good. If A equal to B equal to C, this is a physics question actually. If A equal to B equal to C, angle A equal to angle B equal to angle C, and F1 is equals to F2 is equals to F3, then okay, like A equal to, for what angle will they balance out? Simple question is, I don't want to write that whole. For what angle will they balance out? Hmm. Good, 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 good. Simple question, huh? Do you know the chapter three-dimensional geometry? Question. Three equal forces of equal magnitude have to balance out each other. Okay, what is this angle? So it is 120 degree. Clear? Yeah, that was one. Next question. That how come? If you don't remember, beta Sukuntan, yesterday we had a discussion on vector triple product. अरे यार नहीं यार प्लीज बेटा both the vector products were there na yesterday. So no problem, we'll revise it, no problem. Better nothing. Instead of doing the dot product, you have to do the cross product. Instead of doing the dot product, you have to do the cross product at last. Clear? Vector triple product or scalar triple product. Instead of doing the, right or not? Vector triple product use you did not say, sir. Acha, okay, like that. Okay. Don't worry. Are you fine? Good. So, beta, there exists a shape called as tetrahedron. Do you know that? Sure. No, अरे कुछ नहीं करना है. If you remember hybridization, you have heard this word chemical bonding, tetrahedral structure. Got it? Right? Now you got it. Very good. Okay, good. Very good. So the volume is calculated as 1 by 6 triple product of its three sides. Okay, they will give you clear. Vector triple product application is not there in like what we call it as physical domain. Clear? But anyway, no problem. And good. Scalar product हो गया vector. Anything else left in vectors? If you remember, just remind me, no problem. See, in question projection we did, better Nirmal, projection we did, even did a question. Chalo, dekho, projection is what? If there is a vector 1 and there is a vector 2, projection of vector 2 on vector 1 is v2 cos theta, right? So v1 dot v2 is equal to v1 v2 cos theta. Now if I only want v2 cos theta, what should I do? Divided by v1. So projection of v2 on v1 is dot product divided by v1. Projection of v1 on v2 is dot product divided by v2. Clear? Beta, vtp means vector, right? vtp will give you a vector output, stp will give you a scalar output. Okay, clear? Theta for what? Adiman, for projection or what? Beta, projection theta will be given na. If theta will be 90 degree, projection will become 0, right? Projection is something you have done in 11th grade, resolving a vector into component, yes or no? Along a vector or perpendicular to a vector, right? सेक्शन फॉर्मूला एक्सटर्नली वहां माइनस लगा देते हैं. हाँ, वेक्टर 2 और वेक्टर 1 विल बी गिवन इन क्वेश्चन. वो बोलेगा कि भाई देखो, इफ वेक्टर ए इज 2i minus j plus 3k and vector b is I plus 2j minus k. Sure. Then what is the projection of b on a? Calculate करो quickly. हाँ बोलो. हाँ हाँ वो पैकेज है, सोफा वोफा भी है. ठीक, राइट. तो क्या आएगा आंसर? कुछ नहीं, डॉट प्रोडक्ट कर दो. 2 minus 2 minus 3, right, divided by on a, so divided by 4 13 14. क्लियर, सिंपल, कोई रॉकेट साइंस नहीं है. इजी 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 इजी, वेरी गुड वेरी गुड गुड गुड. चलो 3D में चले, राइट. राइट, चलो ओके अधीमन, नो प्रॉब्लम. देखो कुछ नहीं है. Okay, good. And here we go for the recording. How to find area of shape in vectors? Like for example, if someone will ask you, if a triangle is made by these three vectors, what is the area of this triangle, right? No, what is the area of a parallelogram? Good, very good, very good, very good, very good. Now see, very easy scenarios are there, beta. Very, very easy scenarios. Understand? Okay. What are the fundamental formulas for area of triangle and area of parallelogram? Same. Half base into height in triangle and base into height in parallelogram, right or not? Right? One second, someone is good. So now see, if I have a parallelogram, beta, it will be primarily of two sides, yes or no? Its replica here, its replica here. So suppose this side is A and this side is B. Then area is equal to magnitude of A cross B. Okay. Sure. If it is a triangle only, then I'll have three sides. Yes or no? A, B, and C. Of any two pair, of any two ka pair. Okay. It can be half of A cross B, A cross C, C cross B. Clear? How can beta Ganesh? How can opposite sign create a parallelogram? Opposite sides, right or not, are long infinite line. They cannot cover any area. For covering of area, adjacent sides are required. Clear? Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Healthy doubts. A cross B or vector for triangle. Beta, see, you know that, understand, half this sign means magnitude. Okay, so you will calculate A cross B. Its magnitude will give you the answer. Clear, Viche? Adiman? Good, 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 good. Very, very good, very good. Ready? Three-dimensional geometry. See, if you remember, ninth grade you got into 2D geometry, right or not? There you studied about point ka introduction and axis. 10th grade you studied about 2D geometry only point. 11th grade it was line and curve, right or not? 12th grade and 3D introduction, 3D introduction, right? So Clear? At last what happened? At last what happened? In 12th grade, you will study about 3D, line and plane. Clear? So understand. But a question will fall from three areas: point, point and line, like four areas actually: line and line and plane. Clear? Sure. This point is what you actually discussed in vectors. Okay. So point and line and line and plane, and in some cases questions from plane and plane have also been seen. Now understand one by one, beta. It won't be you will never experience a easier chapter than this. Okay, 1 second. Huh? You know what is direction ratios and you know what is direction cosine. Do you know or not? I'll start from here then. No, very good. Chalo, relax. Then we'll start from here. Okay, chalo. Fine. See. But when we look into this three-dimensional world, okay, sure, there exists a point. Say, for example, it is A, B, and C. What it means? It means that we have walked right or not? You have walked X, Y, Z direction A, then B, and then C. Right or not? Yes or no? I'll rather mark it here. Better. Looks better. Sure. Very good. Very good. See, guys, बिल्कुल relax. Guys, at a time, if I look at x-axis and this vector a comma b comma c, and if I will drop down its projection here, what will be this length? Very good. A. Only A, beta. No magnitude. This is magnitude, right or not? This is square root of A square plus B square plus C square. Right? Yeah. Suppose this vector makes an angle alpha with the positive direction of x-axis, then cosine of alpha will be A by square root of A square plus B square plus C square, right or not? In the same way, the same vector will be making some angle with the y-axis. Suppose that angle is beta, so you can easily say कि cosine of beta will be b upon same thing. Yes or no? And cosine, say for example, angle made with z-axis is gamma. Cosine of gamma is c upon same thing. Yes or no? Good. These three things are called direction cosines. What they are called? Direction cosines. Clear? right? We will come to that, don't worry. Now if you look very carefully once more, see. Okay, one second. I have a better thing to discuss with you. Don't worry. Can you see this? Okay. If I write z equal to 0, then it means yz plane. Yes or no? Yx plane. Clear? If I write x equal to 0, that means it is yz plane. Okay. If I write y equal to 0, it means xz plane. Clear? Sure. Very good. Now understand. I'll make things static. Clear? Is it okay? Please understand. Beta, if there is any point here, if there is any point here, clear? This is that vector, right? This vector will be making some angle with the x-axis, some angle with the y-axis, and some angle with the z-axis, right or not? These angles are, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Okay. These angles are alpha, beta, and gamma. Clear? Sure. If you will just look at alpha, if you will just look at alpha, if you will just look at alpha, right? You know that this length is a, right or not? If I'll complete this triangle, so you know that this, yeah, very good. So you have this vector, this x-axis. This is 90 degree, this angle is alpha, right? So bete, this is a comma b comma c, so you know this is a, clear? So by normal trigonometry, cosine alpha is base upon hypotenuse. Clear? Got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it, got it. Very good. So in the same way, there exist three terms. Okay. So fine. What are the three terms? Clear? Cos alpha, cos beta, and cos gamma. They are called direction cosines. Now, if you can imagine them, square them. Add them, what will be the answer? 1, exactly, right? Cos square alpha plus cos square beta plus cos square gamma will be equal to 1. Clear? Gamma beta alpha or alpha beta gamma is equals to 1. In the same way, if you use a normal trigonometric property, yes, in all the vectors, okay? So if you use normal trigonometry property, you can easily find that sine square alpha plus sine square beta plus sine square gamma equal to 2. So this is a notable thing, beta. Questions have been witnessed from here. Okay. So no, simple. If you will take the ratios of, if you will take the ratios of, if you will take the ratios of, if you will take the ratios of cosine alpha, cosine beta, and cosine gamma, you get direction ratios. What you get? Direction ratios. What they will be? Quickly. What is cosine alpha upon cosine beta upon cosine gamma? ABC. Exactly. Easy. Hmm? Hmm. Now, is it unique? Anshu, beta, ratios cannot be unique, right? They are ratios. Okay? Yes, good. So this is about direction cosines and direction ratios. Like if I'll ask you a very simple question. Moving from 1 comma minus 1 to 2 comma 1 comma minus 3. Clear? What are the direction ratios? Hmm. 11th grade knowledge. Hmm. No? Alright, very good. 1 by a square plus b square plus c square. Beta, see, Dharni, direction cosines are a by b by c by a square plus b square plus c square. So a by square root a square plus b square plus c square is 30. 2 by root 30 minus 5 by root 30. Got it? Dharni? But direction ratios are 1, 2 and minus 5, correct? But direction cosines are by root 30, by root 30, by root 30. Okay? Hmm? Okay, okay. No problem. No problem, Dharni. See. Okay? Easy? Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now, easy. Sure. Now think. There is a question. If a vector makes equal angle with all the axes, then direction ratios will be good. Good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Direction cosines will be clear. All will be either positive root 1 by root 3, all will be either negative 1 by root 3. Got it? Positive and negative is important. Clear, guys? Good. You might think that it might be important for here also direction ratios, but no, because in direction ratios, when you take the ratios, either it is all positive or it is all negative, they will get cancelled out. No, beta, for any vector which make equal angle with the axis, cosine will be this and ratios will be this. Got it? What is ratio? Ratio of cos alpha by cos beta by cos gamma. If they are three equal, then answer will be 1 is to 1 is to 1, right? Good. Very good. Very good. Chalo. Good. Now talking about equations. Here you might have a slightly harder time because of confusion. What type of confusion? See, all the equations are represented in their vector format and their Cartesian format. So my suggestion will be read all but proficient yourself in one. Okay. Especially for UPSC, make yourself proficient in one particular type. Okay. Clear? Good. Chalo. Now understand. Very easy. It's literally an easy chapter. Please. Vector format of line. A line in the format of vector is given by R equal to A plus lambda B. And now what is this here? Headache. So understand. As in Cartesian system, as in general coordinate geometry, we use x, y, and z axis, right or not, as our usual variable notations, right? In the same way, for vector, r is a usual variable notation. Vector r is nothing but xi, x-axis, y, j, and z, k. Clear? Got it? Good. So, very good, very good, very good. Chalo. Fine. So, catch you up today afternoon 12. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Ha, that's what I will explain beta. Why lambda, what is the importance of lambda over there and all that. Yeah. What is A, what is B, everything will be A and B are not just normal vectors. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.